This is a great pleasure. Justin, good morning. John?
Morning.
Man, the pipes still sound great early in the morning.
Yeah.
You guys have been so successful for so many years. What is the secret of the longevity of the Moody Blues? I mean, you guys are playing what you like to play.
Well, I think there's a lot of love and affection out there for the band, and we're enjoying that very much. And we love playing the music. We've always been a live band, and I think that's the thing that's always seen us through, is the concerts and the audiences, and the fact that we can always, you can always go and sing Nights in White Satin. But I think that's the thing that's kept us together, the joy of just playing to people on the road.
One of the things that we want to do this morning on the morning show is we open up our fax lines so that some of your fans can give us their inspiration. And I want to read a couple of these to people and get your comments on them. Here's one from Doreen in Wisconsin. She says, one of my fondest memories is that I'm able to take my 2 children to a Moody Blues concert in Milwaukee for the Summer Fest and watch them enjoy falling in love with the exact same music that I enjoyed when I was their age. We love your music. You're timeless.
Fantastic.
That's lovely, yeah.
Fantastic.
Here's another one. It says, I just wanted to thank you, meaning to both of you, for the best rock and roll ever. Through the years, the music has never changed, but now it seems that she interprets that music differently. And you do see kind of a change in the way we feel about these tunes. They're still all-time favorites, but they grow with us, don't they?
I think so, yeah.
We were talking about it the other day. We think that, the lyric that we wrote, whenever it was, 60s, 70s, 80s, or the 90s, whatever you're writing, if it's truthful to yourself, I think it lasts forever, because everyone experiences the same things. We all experience the same experiences, and it just goes on, whatever age you are.
You both came to the Moody Blues back in, it was, what, 1966?
1966, yeah.
And things could have been different. John, you actually studied to be a car designer, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm from Birmingham, which is sort of second motor town, in England. And I've always loved cars, and I wanted to be a car designer. And I studied engineering and engineering drawing. But music has always been, my love. Ever since rock and roll sort of came from America, it's been wonderful.
You also both changed the face of rock and roll as far as your live performances. I mean, you get the audience involved in ways that bands back in the 60s would never have even considered. The concert at Red Rock was phenomenal, full orchestration.
It was a great moment for us, yeah, it really was. It's something we'd never really done before, although our very first album, Days of Future Past, the one with Nights in White Satin and everything, and on this box set, there's a lot from that album. I mean, although that was done with an orchestra, we'd never actually performed live with an orchestra. And this time at Red Rocks was the first time that we'd ever done it with the 88-piece symphony. It was a bit nerve-wracking, but what a sound to have that behind you, and playing our music it was just incredible, and the location and just the whole feeling of the day.
And the other great thing as well was the audience that came along. They wanted it to work. So the energy from the audience was incredible, so we all wanted it to happen, and it did, so we had a great time.
It was a new age in music, if you will, and the lithograph captures some of that. There was a little bit of artistic licensing in the way Red Rock actually appears with computer animation there, but
yeah, that's right.
It's a natural amphitheater that has acoustics that's unlike any other place on earth.
Yeah, it's a strange kind of place, really, in that you would never expect to go to a normal that sort of geological setup or whatever. It's just like it's made for listening
the Moody Blues.
Or listening or focusing on something. It's very odd.
Got a couple other faxes that I want to read to you. This came to us from your performance last evening here on the air. It says, it was great to see your smiling faces on the channel last evening. As always, for us die-hard fans, we find some mirth in the retelling of the stories that we've heard 100 times before, the opportunity to laugh with us, and it is just a welcome thing. They say it with love. This is Linda and Gary from Mason, Ohio.
Thank you.
Here's another one.
Gary.
Justin and John, what are your favorite Christmas traditions in your homes? That's a great question.
Well, we celebrate Christmas on Christmas Eve, and so I think dancing around the Christmas tree. I think everyone should do that. Brings everybody together. Christmas Eve is great.
Yeah, it's just my family. We always have a big dinner on Christmas. I like everybody does, but it's a time when the family comes together, and mums and sisters and all the nephews and nieces and everything, and it's great. We all try to be in the same place. Fantastic.
Some of these songs you have played in live concert many, many times.
Yeah.
But
sure.
You seem to be able to breathe new life into them every single time.
Well, I think they mean a lot to us, because they're a big part of our lives, obviously, and thankfully they mean a lot to a lot of the people out there too, and I think so many people can identify with them at whatever age you are. You know, they seem to mean something in people's lives, and that's a wonderful thing to be able to share. So that means that we never get tired of sharing that feeling, that's for sure.
As a band, you made a pact to one another on a tour bus on the road years ago that you would continue to play what you enjoy, and that basically when it quit being fun, you wouldn't do it anymore. After almost 30 years, you guys are still having a ball, aren't you?
We are.
Oh, that's great.
We're actually touring even more than we did in the 60s.
Better now than it was then.
Is there any way that we can convince you to play one more tune for us?
Sure, I wish we did.
Yes.
No, that was yesterday. That was yesterday.
I'll scoot out of here. And